Jesus did many things so dear, the blind could see and the deaf could hear. All of the people would follow him. They thought he must be the seraphim. But the Pharisees and the scribes observed that Jesus wasn't inclined to swerve from eating with and talking to the meanest sinner in town. It's true, so they say, that's the thing we don't like about Jesus. That's the thing we don't like about Jesus. Can't you see that we won't agree? Because that's the thing we don't like about Jesus. A woman came up to speak to me. She said she was very disturbed. You see, she was bothered by the communion wine. She thought that grape juice would be just fine. Well, I tried to say to this nice woman what Jesus and the disciples had done. How they took the cup in the upper room with bread and wine, they did their commune. So she said, that's the thing I don't like about Jesus. That's the thing I don't like about Jesus. Pardon me, but I won't agree, because that's the thing I don't like about Jesus. Most folks try to avoid the poor and will not read about Christ the Lord. See how most of his life was spent with low-class people without a cent. Those who are well do not need a doctor, or rather those who have lost their health. Or maybe Jesus was trying to say that most people act in the opposite way when they say, that's the thing we don't like about Jesus. That's the thing we don't like about Jesus. Can't you see that we won't agree? Because that's the thing we don't like about Jesus. One man asked me if I could say why these colored people should have their way and force this issue of equal rights when everyone knows they're not the same as whites. Once again I referred to Scripture and showed this man such a vivid picture how Jesus treated all men the same and prayed for them in his Father's name. So he said, that's the thing I don't like about Jesus. That's the thing I don't like about Jesus. Pardon me, but I won't agree. That's the thing I don't like about Jesus. But maybe I'm as guilty as all the rest when it comes right down to the final test. What do I think of this one called Christ? I know it's easy to be enticed into making of him what I'd like to find, rather than he who left all behind to take the form of a man like me and bleed to death hanging from a tree. Is that the thing I don't like about Jesus? Is that the thing I don't like about Jesus? Will I be damned for eternity? Because that's the thing I didn't like about Jesus.